Happy Monday. It's Monday. It's August 1st of the year 2022, which I don't think we say. We say 2022. Do we say 2022? I think we say 2022. I remember, 22-ish years ago, there was, and probably still, confusion about what to call the decade. The aughts, I think, is what won out. The 2000s. It was the aughts. I don't know. I don't think I monkeyed with anything today, so hopefully everything will work. Hopefully everything's working now. I'll sort of hope for some verification from humans. Hilariously, when I watched the playback for last week, I understood that I was wearing the headphones, but that they were not recording. Hi, Diane. Thank you. That they were not recording. My voice was coming just from me, not from the mic on the headphones. So that experiment failed. I'll have to figure that out more. Hi, Nancy. Thank you. Now I know I'm talking to people. Yeah, so technology is, if I would practice things more than 15 minutes ahead of time, it would be great. 15 minutes before this, today I had an epiphany about when I do okay, so look carefully. There's the file cabinet, right? It's to my right, and it's to my left as I'm looking at the screen. And if I do the picture-in-picture, it flips. And it's the same damn camera. So at first I thought, when it was brought to my attention, I thought, oh, well, that happened when I got my new phone. But there's not. This is the phone. This is not the phone. It's the same damn camera on the laptop. So I would really like to know how to flip this back around. I don't know. It's still over there on my right, but now it shows it on my right. Like, this is mirror for me. Holy Toledo. I don't know. I need a teenager to help me with this. So that's exciting. I have things to talk to you about today. I voted. Oh, that's my bra strap. I'm like, what the hell is that thing? I voted today, which was harder than it was supposed to be. Tomorrow's voting day, in case you're worried or concerned or confused. But I, here in Michigan, I don't know, I think it's just Michigan. I mean, I think it's unique to the states. I flipped a switch somewhere in my life, and now every election, the clerk will send an application for an absentee ballot. Oh, there's Clara. There's Clara behind the pile. An application for an absentee ballot, and then you fill out the application and you mail it in, and then they mail you the absentee ballot. So I got my application early July. I filled it out. I sent it in. I can look up online, and they received my application and then sent my absentee ballot on July 12th. I can see that. They can see that. It never reached my house. I could call voter fraud or vote suppression, but I think it's just the mail system. I don't know. But I didn't get it, and election day is tomorrow. And I was freaking out. I don't know why I was freaking out, because I can always just go vote right at the poll. Duh. But I feel privileged to be able to vote absentee, and I was like, damn it, I want to vote absentee. So I called Friday at 5:05, and the office closes at 5, and they answered the phone, so I thanked them profusely, and then said, I just started to say, I sent my application for my absentee ballot, and the website says you sent it to me, but I have not received it yet. And I was like, going to say, I don't know what to do, and they just started telling me what I do, which was to go either to vote at the poll, but that would be more difficult, actually, because they have to spoil, the original ballot that they sent me, which, they can't do because we don't have it, but they do it on paper or in the system, and issue me a new ballot with a new number. So if I did it in person tomorrow at the polls, I would have to ask a person at the desk to call the county clerk's office, or whatever the hell the office is that I just went to today, and tell them that I was there and wanted to vote in person and blah, 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 blah. And then they would have to spoil the ballot at the county clerk's office and then tell the election people, and then they would issue me a ballot. And holy crap. So that sounded like a lot of work. Voting's one of those things that I'm always afraid I'm doing it wrong, like buying an airline ticket. Do you ever feel that way? So anyway, when I talked to them on the phone on Friday, that was one option, but I didn't really like that option. And two other options were the same. One was Saturday or Monday during office hours. I could go to the county clerk's office and say the things, and they would spoil my ballot and give me a new one, and I could vote right then and there. So I didn't do it Saturday because I thought maybe it'll come in the mail, and I didn't. Well, I did do it today, but I waited till after the mail came, and sure enough, no absentee ballot. So I feel sad that the mail failed me. Or there's a bad guy, which I do not believe that there's a bad guy that stole my absentee ballot, because hello, I could just go vote. So I went and voted. I have my sticker, which I'm seeing correctly. I'm assuming you're seeing correctly also. So does that mean it's backwards here? The words? I don't know. The I wouldn't be, right? And the wind would be flying the other direction for the flag. Okay. I have my windows closed because it was raining, and now it's hot in my house, and I'm sad. And I could open the windows, but I don't know that it'll be much better. Let's try it. Ready? Oh, I can hear the cicadas. So we'll get a little outside noise. Sometimes when I'm re-listening, I hear a lot of outside noise, which, oh, sleepy doggy. That's why I was wearing the headphones last time. So let's get this party started. I am here to tell you that this is currently the last time I'm doing Facebook. Nope, damn it. Handknitter Live on Monday at 5. As of August 3rd, which is Wednesday, I'm switching things up. But the Monday thing is still going to be a Monday thing. It's just going to be awkwardly in the morning as I'm getting ready for the day. I will share my first cup of tea with you at 9 o'clock for half an hour. 9 a.m. Eastern on Mondays. If that time zone is awkward for you, I apologize, but it will be perfect for other people, and you can always watch it later, because all of these things live on forever, as long as YouTube exists, or I don't pull them and delete them accidentally. So I'm switching to Monday mornings, and it's going to be it's the beginning of the week, and we're going to do all the things and lists of like, wow, I'm going to get all the things done, and I'll tell you about new things. For example, I got some mail, and I accidentally opened the envelope, and then I thought, oh wait, I need to save it for my people. So here we go. I'm opening the thing. Oh good, it's still working. Whew. So here it is. It's from my sister. I may have told you. Oh, she wrote on the back. Oh. I may have told you that my sister was in... Sorry, I have my notifications off, but they're beeping at me today. Apparently I don't have them off. She was in a place called Pickings Antiques in Pacific Grove, California. And the sisters send messages back and forth like, hi, I'm having breakfast or whatever. And she sent a picture of a corner of the store, and there were all kinds of, like, there was rickrack and buttons and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I want to shop there. Like, I'm over here in Michigan and you're over there in California, but I would like very much to shop there, please. So she shopped for me. We did kind of a Zoom shopping, And I picked things out that I couldn't see. She sent them to me. She purchased them and sent them to me, so we're going to look at them. You ready? Because I'm pretty sure I told you I'm looking for sources for just like, ooh, that turns out really well. For like stuff I can embroider on or mend with or embellish with or whatever. So this says 47-inch black embroidered trim. So this is really wide. It's got those little teeny old-fashioned pins. Oh, you can't see them. Oh, you still can't see them. I don't know where my camera is. There it is. Little teeny ones. So this is just a really wide lace. She thought I would like, and she's right, I do. It's got over stitching. I don't know, there's a little goober there. It's got over stitching and a wheel, and then some little whoop-de-doos. Oh, those are actually little eyelets. You can see my finger through there. Isn't that cool? So my thought is, like, if I repaired the elbow of my black sweater, I could put a patch and then put this over it, maybe. Isn't that pretty, Diane? So I'd never imagined that anything like this existed that's that, I mean, obviously I don't know about everything, but that's that wide and, well, and black. So there's that. And then, still in the black family, some narrower lace that she thought I would like. And this has a, you know, thing. And, oh, there's more. There's two. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That's really pretty. Is that the right side? Maybe not. That might be the right side. That is gorgeous. Kind of a softer black. And again, it's like, you know, not satin stitch, but what do we call that? Embossed or, I don't know, overlaid. Oh, and then there's little dots in there. So that will be a pretty detail on something also. And then there's a third black one. I mean, I just want to play with all the pretty things. Let's move that. This one's narrower. She did a good job. My sister's name is Susie. She lives in Colorado, but she plays in California. Again, I'm not sure if there's a right side or a wrong side, but I would say this might be the right side because it's more feely. Wow. That's gorgeous. So there's these little lines that make me all happy. And, oh, this shows up better online than because I'm looking at it at an angle. That's really pretty. And then we have, are they like buds or some kind of floral thing? Could be trees on hills. I don't know. So that's really pretty. Thank you, Susie. Those are the black ones. And then there's a white sampling here. Oh, I thought it would be taped. This white sampling. Of just little pieces. This is what I asked her for. I said, I'm looking for little snippets. Again, for, oh, these are all the same. For, oh, they're a little, oh, it's upside down, that's why. For mending or embellishing or whatever. For example, I have a beautiful tote bag that would be very handy if, and it is still very handy, except I spilled wine all over it back in the day when I was drinking wine. And so I don't want to carry it around, but I could put things over the wine stain. These are lovely, floppy. So that would, I also thought, you know, with the black or with these that I could like embroider a little bit of stuff in some of the spaces or in the middle of the flower, you know, when I have all the time and can do all the things. And the last one, it says tatting. I took a tatting class a gazillion years. Well, I was pregnant with my first son, and he's 31. So it was approximately 31 years ago. So this is somebody's tatting. This is treasure, let me tell you. Yeah, tatting is not a quick thing. Holy cow. So this is new stuff. This is old stuff, but it's new to me. So on Mondays, I'll talk about my shiny plans for the new week, and then I'll show you something that's new to me. This is a lot of work. Someday, perhaps I'll pick up, oh, that feels just amazing. Someday, perhaps I'll pick up or open the tatting bag that's exactly where it was when I took the last class and then put it away. Because did I mention I was pregnant with my first child? So I kind of got busy. Oh, so pretty. There. Oh, I'm making little noises. And this one, I don't think I did yet. Some of these perhaps should be washed. And then maybe over dyed. I mean, I don't dye things, but I could totally put stuff in some tea. Which I assume is all you do to tea dye things. Because this one's looking a little discolored. Which starts to make me get the oogies. Yeah. And then they get thinner. Ooh, fancy. Wow, that's tiny. There's the focusy bit. Focus there. Focus there. I'm just making it up. I can't do it. Okay. Oh, look how tiny those little... Is that... That might be... I mean, it could be crocheted. And then there was... Oh, I thought there were... Oh, this one. Did I do that one yet? Oh my gosh. I'll have to... I think it's tatted. I think that's tatted. It said tatting on the envelope. Oh my gosh. So, oh, and here's a teeny tiny one. Oh my goodness. Ah. Look at that. This is like... teeny tiny. Look at that. Okay. A coworker did tatting. Yeah, I think someday I will revisit it. Oh, see there we can see some discoloration. So yeah, maybe I'll soak this in something and then yeah. First we'll soak things. But I'm super excited. Excuse me. So that's new to me. And so on Mondays, you'll hear things like this week, I'm going to reorganize the entire kitchen, which is something I'm probably going to do because theoretically I get a new refrigerator on Wednesday morning. Fingers crossed. Fuzzies in the mouth. Because I still don't have a refrigerator. Pretty sure I told you about that already. And I have not heard that it's not coming on Wednesday, so I hope that it's coming on Wednesday. We will see. That will be an exciting day. Also, shiny new thing, because, you know, practicing for the shiny new Mondays. Wednesday, on my list, I will be celebrating my 2-year soberversary, which means I stopped drinking 2 years ago. Successfully stopped drinking 2 years ago. There's a difference. So yay me. I was trying to decide if I should take the day off work, but I think it would be more hassle to take the day off work. So Wednesdays are full days for me. I work at the shop at Woven Art all day, and then I have a meeting, a recovery meeting actually, for an hour and a half on Wednesday evening. So I'm full. I'm full up. And I think that I'll just do my normal thing. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, big news. So, examples of Monday things. Celebrating new things, opening new things, talking about plans. There we go. I don't know. I put them all back in the plastic because it seemed like the right thing to do. So there we go. If you live in California, this is Pacific. I mean, I realize it's kind of a big state, but this is Pacific Grove, California, and my sister wrote on the back, and she says, "Enjoy, Sarah. It was fun shopping together." And then there's a little heart, and then it says Susie. So that's really nice. Thank you, Fran. I kind of want to just be in a Zoom all day and just knit and hang out with everybody, but I don't know. I do need to send out a newsletter, which is how I announced my birthday Zoom, because, and I need to send it out sooner rather than later, because I'm teaching for a Stitches event the next 2 weekends. I'm teaching my little sweater class, which I may have hinted at last week, but it's the from start to finish, I think it's called. Oh, wrong side. And if you haven't already taken this, it's a really good one. We're going to make the entire sweater from scratch, and you will learn all the things that go into making a little drop shoulder sweater, all the finishing. It's a finishing class, really, but we're going to start with the cast on and talk about lots of things. Keeping track of where you are, and buttonhole planning, and picking up stitches, and a bunch of things. So if you're free, there's one class this coming weekend where we start 2 of the pieces, and then you have the whole week to finish all but one sleeve, and then the next weekend we put things together and start the last sleeve. So I like it. That's my, is that called a public service announcement? That's my personal horn tooting. I don't know. That's my send me money. Sign up for my class. So yay. Yay for new classes. And I did get accepted for, this is August, September, and I do know what I'm teaching, but I can't tell you that yet because that's like a whole month away. Although I guess we're going to be announcing it soon. And I will also put it on my calendar on my website. Somewhere here. Oh, I used to have, gosh darn it, shameless self-promotion. That's what it's called. Thank you, Lisa. Somewhere here I have about 1,000, and I'm not kidding, business cards, because I ordered them right before, I ordered them either the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020. And I still have them. Let's see if I can figure out where I put them. I thought I put them over here, but I'm not seeing them. Am I? Like, no, but that doesn't mean they're not here. Oops. Well, I was going to show you a business card. Why was I going to do that? Oh, because you can go to my website. I'll type it into the little thing. Diane, you probably, didn't you already take this class? Oh, stitches.events.com. I don't know. Let's just look it up real quick so I don't type it in incorrectly. I'm going to do this. Actually, I'll go one step farther and click on the August event. And then I'll wait for it to load. And then, you know, I think I'll just click on class information. Speaking of shameless self-promotion. Also, Diane, if you haven't taken this class, you know that they're recorded. Maybe you don't know, but yeah, you know, they're recorded for a couple of weeks. So you could get caught up easily. Okay, view my classes. There's a lot of good teachers. I'm one of them because I don't want to like have imposter syndrome or anything. All right, so I'm going to type into the chat the link so you can look at the instructions or the fancy description for the now how do I get back? Oh, there I am. For all the description for the class I'll be teaching. The I'm opening all the windows except the ones I want. One more. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay. It's okay, and then bring that one back. my window's back, I think. Perfect. Phew. Oh, well, if you haven't, I'm pretty sure they'll have me offer it again. It's usually like 2 or 3 times a year. And, but it is recorded. But don't sign up if you don't have time. Okay. It is a go. I have people in the class, so it's not like I'm worried. So Mondays, we'll switch to 9 a.m. Eastern, because I thought about doing 8 a.m. and then I laughed really, really hard because there's no way in hell I'll be in front of a camera by 8 a.m. You may get me in my PJs, but the idea is first cup of tea, the dog's already been out and fed, not in that order. Well, technically in that order right now because I'm using the neighbor's fridge for her food right now. So we go to the neighbor's for breakfast. And the other thing that's new, which is rather large, is that I have a Patreon account, which is not new, but I picked it up and shook it like a snow globe and put it back down a couple days ago, and it's different now. So there are, instead of 3 levels, there are 7 levels. And if you were already signed up, you're still there. I think the levels are almost exactly the same as they were, but now there's more levels and there's more things, and so Patreon is okay, thank you, Diane. Patreon is a platform, like a thing on the computer out in the online world, to provide support for, they say, for creatives. So if you, I don't have my elevator speech done yet, but if you, for example, I spend a lot of time doing things for you or for the love of art or whatever, it's a way for friends to say, hey, I see what you're doing and I think it's really cool, and I want to support you. So there's tiers. It's like a subscription tiers. It's not a pyramid scheme though, honestly. And my tiers now go from $1 up to $50, and you get connection with me regardless of which tier you sign up for. And I will just I'll find a link to that and put that in there too, and I'm not going to worry about that right now. You can look it up too. Nope, not if I spell it wrong though. It brought up tequila. No, thank you. That's not what I'm trying to find. Yeah, so let me see. They changed things around a little bit, and I'll bring up viewing as public, and then oh, I see. Okay. Put another link in there, and then we'll talk about other things. So, as a result of that, the rejiggering, I called it, of the, hopefully that'll work, of my Patreon levels, that's why Monday is moving to morning, because that's the start of the week. That's still available to everybody. This is Monday. This is the start of the week. The Monday live stream will still be available to everybody. It'll still be on YouTube. It will probably be called something slightly different, like Monday mornings with Handknitter or something like that. Very clever, so that you know what it is. And then there will be, as tiers go by, there will be polls, weekly polls, that will come out on Tuesdays. That will be available. The rest of these things will be available for patrons only. There'll be weekly polls, exciting things. I haven't decided what tomorrow's is yet. Well, tomorrow's technically August 2nd, and I said I was starting August 3rd, so I think I'm going to put up a poll. It's not that hard. And then, Wednesdays, there will be blog posts within the Patreon system of what I'm in the middle of, because it's the middle of the week. So you'll get words and pictures of what I'm working on in the middle of. And then Fridays will be a Friday afternoon live stream that will be in the late afternoon, early evening for an hour. That will be like this one has been accepted. It'll be Friday, so it'll be the end of the week, and making excuses for all the things I didn't get done, and maybe finishing something. That would be cool, right? Maybe sewing in some ends, weaving in some ends, and getting things done. But that'll be the end of the week. And then there are 3 more tiers. I'm trying to do them in order. The very first tier, the dollar tier, you get a thank you, by the way. Poll, blog post, Friday live stream. Then I'm going to be having weekly Zoom ins, Zoom alongs, Zoom ins on, I believe it's going to be Thursdays from 11:30 to 1:30 Eastern time. So if you want to come in on, if you're working, if that hits your lunch hour and you want to come in on your lunch hour, I'll be here. If, whatever time of day, if you want to come, if you just want to spend, if you're not working and want to spend time with me, or if you are working but don't want to work, because that's what I'm doing, I'll be here to spend a couple hours with you. There's also, I've missed one, there's a monthly Zoom along, which is what I'm currently offering, and that'll stay, but that's going to be on a regular date and time, day of the month and time, and I'm looking at Tuesdays for that, and probably evening-ish, but I haven't decided on that one yet. And then the last tier, I'll mail people things. You'll get little snippets from here, from the studio, or from Michigan, or from whatever, from me, to tell you how much I love you. I won't love any of you any less, but you will. The tiers are tiers for a reason. Anyway, that's exciting to me. It's live, so if you want to go look at it now, you can. I'm working with a social media person now. You may have noticed a little onslaught of interesting posts from me on Facebook and on Instagram. That's because I have a person who's actually doing it for me. We're doing it together, and I'm excited about that. So you will start to see more of those as time goes on, or they will continue. I don't know how many there'll be, but they'll continue. So I'm excited about all of that. I'm excited about everything. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at my notes to see what I wanted to tell you. Kind of like my Monday to-do list. And I already told you all those things. I showed you the package from Susie. More new things that I can show you. I went to the... hold on. Sandhill Crane Vineyard. Can you hear over the crinkling? Wine and Wool Festival. So there's a vineyard in Jackson, south of me, that way, called Sandhill Crane Vineyard. There's a winery, and there's actually close by a Sandhill Crane safe place. They're called something. Not a resort. Help me out. At the thing where the wildlife refuge. I don't know. And a long time ago, I took the kids there and didn't tell them what we were doing, but we went. It was cold and windy, but they're only landing for a little while as they migrate. And I think they were impressed eventually, but they hated everything on the way down while they didn't know what was going on. Anyway, there's usually been a summer wine and wool festival, meaning like yarn, out in the vineyard, and then there's been a winter version in the building, the winery, the building, and there hasn't been for a while because COVID. So Saturday, this is Monday, Saturday was a beautiful day, and my friend Marilyn and I went down to the Wine and Wool Festival. And I didn't buy any yarn, which doesn't mean anything. But I'll show you what I did get. There are multiple bags. First stop, there were, I want to say there weren't quite as many booths as there sometimes have been, but I could be wrong. I don't think there were that many fewer booths, but, well, that didn't make any sense at all. So the first stop that I made was at Bricolage Studios booth. This is Emily Woolshide. I'm going to say that with purpose. as if that's really her name. It is Emily Woolshide. If you've been to the yarn shop up to Woven Art and you've seen when we've had really pretty art bats in for spinning, she's the source of most of the really pretty art bats. So she's a weaver. See, that's a spinning wheel. And that's yarn. That looks like a rotary cutter. I'm sure it's something else. So maybe it's the top of a drop spindle. That's what I'm going with. So she said she's also a metalsmith. This is a podcast that Emily does with Kat Eldred of Why Not Fibers, which I've spoken of frequently, and Kat was also there at the doohickey. But Emily does metalsmithing, and this is a gorgeous pin. Oh, it's just on her, that's very clever. It's just on her business card that I'm looking forward to wearing. I got orange because since I don't have a lot of orange, it will stand out on like a shawl or a lapel or something. So I'm excited about that. That came in this little plastic bag. And I'm losing everything else. So that was my first stop. I don't know the order after that. Probably this one. Also, and I tried to get cards everywhere. Fox Farms Studio. They are in... I don't know where they are. It's Andrea Morrison. There's a website. I'll put all this in the show notes. Honestly, I will. Eventually. But what I found there was goat milk soap. I use hand soap. Hilariously, I'll tell you a story. My friend Tracy's daughter, Elizabeth, who may have just graduated from high school or is in her, I think maybe is in her senior year, I can't remember. But she, when Elizabeth was little and they were at my house, Elizabeth used the bathroom and then called for her mom. She was, I don't know how old she was. Not teeny, not big. And she'd never seen a bar of soap before and didn't know how to wash her hands. Because kids have pumps, right? And Velcro for their shoes and cell phones without dials. So it was kind of an eye-opener for me, but I still like to use soap. Also, I use it in the bath, you know, when I take a shower. on the off chance I take a shower. So there were so many different, I always say flavors. One of them was called monkey farts, and I have to say that I don't know what monkey farts smell like, so I wouldn't know if that one was accurate, but they had lavender and mint, I think, and lemongrass and all the usuals, the huge. But then I went for the ones that would make my life better, according to the advertising. So I got sinus soother, and I had a mask on, so I couldn't really smell them at the time. So this is actually the first time I'm smelling them. That one is sinus soother. It has effervescent camphor, eucalyptus, menthol, and rosemary. And this one's called Energy. Who doesn't need energy in a bar form? Sweet orange and spicy ginger. Yum. I can smell the orange very well. Spa Day is orange, eucalyptus, patchouli, and ylang ylang, however you say ylang ylang. And that one is... Oh, I just said what it was. I like that one. It's more floral. That's the ylang ylang. I don't know. Playing in dirt. I would like to be gardening, so I decided this was something that would help me to garden. And it says fresh, muddy dirt blended with mossy notes. I have no idea. It smells like dirt. It's lovely. Like the nice fresh dirt smell. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so these have all been playing together in a bag, so they all a little bit smell similar, but that's hilarious. So that was another booth. We got two more. This one. Oh, this one. Nope, this one. I'm trying to do them in order and it doesn't matter. And all of these places had other things in them. I haven't seen a cute little pom-pom like this before, and these have snaps on the back. I don't wear hats, but I'm like in love with this pom-pom. I actually have a few pom-poms currently hanging on my tree because I have pom-poms, I just don't use them. I got two. I think it was two for something. So this one has the little long bits, which make me very happy, and it's black and white, so it'll go with anything I would ever want to make. A super floofy, fuzzy, snap-on pom-pom to fancy up your knits. And then this one is, I'll tell you who the booth was in a minute. This is a blue with black, which, I mean, I could wear it as a corsage with what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, so this one, did I get a card? I did. It's Knitterly Things, Julia Vesper, and I will put all these infos in the down low in the description. I also picked up from her, she had a bunch of these. Some had the fobs like this, and others I think had the rings, you know, like a key ring. And I wasn't going to get one until I decided to get the pom-poms, and I'm like, oh, we'll just get one of these too, because they weren't a lot of, I don't remember what they were. But the reason I bought it is probably not what I'll use it for. But what I've been thinking about is, as I have been setting up little nests in my house. For me, not for little animals. Those are already set up in places I can't find. But like, you know, to sit by the front window and knit or embroider, or to sit in the little spot by the stairs and knit or embroider, or to sit on the other couch and knit or embroider or whatever. And all of my little nests I'm setting up, like I knit there for a week or so until I know that all the things that I need are right there. So I've been putting like a little pen cup and tape measure and darning needles and a little place to put, you know, odd bits of yarn. And as I find scissors in the house, I'm trying to put a pair of scissors there. And then I'm like, but what if some of these are like not paper scissors? So I wanted to have things to attach to the scissors to say these are not paper scissors. And that's what I was thinking when I bought this, but it's kind of big. All of my scissors already have a little something on them that's hilarious. Here's one. These are definitely 4 yarn, but I could that wouldn't be too awkward. Oops. It's actually not that awkward. I just think it might be a little large. But that's what I originally was thinking about when I was looking at these, but I could hang it on my tree with my pom-poms. I don't know. I was excited. I was happy. It's a rainbow. And who doesn't need more rainbows in their life? Last visit. Oh, that's interesting. The camera's way off. Wow, really? It froze up. Okay, fine. That's an old picture. Then I'll just stick with the face camera because I only have one more thing to show you. Oh, it's not in there. That's where these go. Holy cow, I lost it. Last purchase was did I get a card? I don't think I got a card. But she has a thing. This is Maybe Crafted, Tanya Toman, and before the, it's a key, like I'll put my keys on it, and then when I walk Clara, I can hold my keys on my wrist instead of in my hand when I don't have a pocket. But before the event, Tanya was posting, or somebody working for Tanya, because that's what I have now, saying that they were using up all these little scraps to make these key fobs. So I got one for me to carry around while I am walking Clara. So that was really exciting, in my opinion. And now that I showed you, I can start using it. So there's me showing you new things. I Oh, one more thing. I cast on. See, that's a beginning. Where did I put it though? Oh, here it is. I cast on. Last week I figured out how to restart the camera on the fly, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Yeah, those aren't there anymore. Okay. So I had cast on for the Keswick shawl, which is this one. Do you remember? And then I hadn't done a gauge swatch, so I undid the part that I had done. And so the other night while I was watching a movie, I've been watching some good movies lately. I don't remember what one it was. I'll try to think of it. I cast on again. I knit the first row, and then the next night I knit 2 more rows, and then I was like, how many was I supposed to cast on again? So in my head, I think I was supposed to cast on, here it is. In my head, I think I was supposed to cast on 168 stitches. But every time I do a row or count the stitches on the needle, there are 178. And normally when I cast on this many stitches, I would use stitch markers and put one every like 20 stitches or 50 stitches or something, because A, I was watching a movie, and B, I can't count. So like I'd cast on 20, put on a stitch marker, count the 20 again, and then keep going and never count those again, just say 20. So I didn't use the stitch markers because I was watching a movie. And I didn't want to get up. I mean, I could have gotten up and found some. If I had them, I would have used them, even though I was watching a movie. So I saved this for you. We're going to look at the pattern and see if it was, in fact, 168 or if it was 178. And honestly, it's been a couple days. I've been like, oh, nope, I'm not going to look till they're here. So you can see my happiness or my sadness. So let's go. Oh, it's not there. Oh, I have the thing. Okay, ready? I don't know yet. Oh, it's 168. Crap. So this is going to go bye-bye. I'll find some stitch markers. Let me find some. Damn it. The stitch markers I'll put in a little bowl with the. Damn it. So that will be started yet again. I was really hoping I was wrong about that 168, and I was not, in fact, wrong. It's okay. I love to knit. I love to tear out mohair. Okay, well, that's my grand finale. I am yet again not a very good knitter. Don't argue with me. It's a joke. Okay, I get to say that. All right, so I won't see you Monday at 5 anymore. I'm going to be here. I may not see you Monday at 9 if you don't get out of bed. Diane's asking if I'm doing the Casa Pinka knit along. Yes, but it doesn't start yet. August 12th? August 8th? Hang on just a second. I'll look it up. I'm looking it up. Do you try to do things while you're drinking water and then you can't do either of the things, the water or the thing? Sharon Air, MKAL for Mystery Knit Along. Click. Click. 12th. So it begins August 12th. So it's in, oh, you can't see it. This is my file cabinet. On the other side of my file cabinet, there's a door, and hanging from the knob on the door is my bag with my yarn for the Casa Pinka Sharon Air Mystery Knit Along. So yes, I am doing the Casa Pinka knit along. What day of the week is the 12th? 3rd is Wednesday, so 10th is Wednesday, so that's Friday. I'll have to talk about it on the following Monday. Or break all my rules. So thank you for being here. If anybody's there that was new, hi. Unscripted, unfiltered, and I don't know, unprepared. And Yeah, I got 3 of mine from Stash, and then one is that beautiful one that I bought. Um, May 22 is the name of the color from Bala Jolla. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have to go to the store and buy. Earlier today, I voted. I left the house. I'm gonna leave the house a second time to get turkey to cook for my dog, ugh, who I'm still cooking for. I can't get it until right before dinner because I don't have a refrigerator. So I'm gonna go to the store, get some turkey, bring it home, cook the turkey, feed the dog, take it to the neighbors and put it in the fridge. Not what she ate, but the rest of it. Because, yeah, fun! And then I get to keep editing because that's what I was doing today. I never know how to end these things. I will see you maybe next Monday morning. I may see you. I'm going to start the Fridays this Friday. So if you were to, for example, join me in my Patreon life that I'm very excited about, at the level that the Friday live streams are, which I forget, one of 7, then I will see you on Friday. Otherwise, I'll see you next Monday. Or I won't. It's up to you. I don't care. I'm not judging. But I'd love to see you. All right. Bye.